Hi children, I am Auntie Marianah and today I am going to read you a story translated by myself into English from the Afrikaans book Stories van Hoop, which means Stories of Hope, written by Lezinda Beer and Cari, Walt, illustrated by Jarius Senekal. Today's story is all about Danzer. Danzer. Clip clop, clip clop. Danzer prances with excitement as she beats her hooves on the ground. Danzer is very excited. She cannot keep still. Today is her big day. Her mane is combed and plaited, especially for the competition. Her body groomed until shiny. She blows through her nose while waiting impatiently for her turn. The public address system echoes loudly into the arena. Danzer! Danzer! Proud and upright, Danzer trots forward. The crowd cheers and clap their hands. The arena rumbles when Danzer begins to gallop. The people hold their breath when she gets close to her first obstacle. But she masters every obstacle easily and prances past the spectators just as if she's dancing. With admiration, they enjoy Danzer's prancing. After the competition, the horses are led back to the stables. Danzer, happily in her own stall, chewing her hay. She has happy thoughts about the competition. Proudly she looks at her medal hanging on the stable door. The next day, Helen, the horse trainer, opens the stable door and she asks Danzer to help her with something. She needs help with the young horses she brought from next door. They need taming and training. Danzer looks forward to this new adventure. She goes with Helen to meet and to get to know the new horses. But Danzer's excitement does not last long. The young horses need a lot of work, and they don't want to listen to her. They shout ugly things at her, and they bite and yank at their reins. Sometimes they rear up on their hind legs and fight against everything by pawing at the air with their hooves. Danzer is no longer tripling so happily, and she begins to drag her hooves. It's not too bad at first. She tries not to listen to the young horse's ugly remarks. When Helen is not there, they pull ugly faces at Danzer. They roll in the sand on purpose, and they refuse to learn new steps. "You stupid!" one of them mocks her one morning. They're all whinnying and braying with sniggering horse laughter. Their lips pulled back, teeth showing. Danzer feels as if her heart is breaking. Every ugly remark is like an arrow into her heart. Her heart is aching with every beat, but she can't cry. When all the nasty insults from them gets too much for her aching heart, Danzer goes and lies down in her own corner of the stable, where she feels safe. Later, when they badger her even more, she does not want to leave her stall at all. She feels sad and just eats her hay and sleeps. Chew and sleep, chew and sleep. She no longer tries out any new dance steps. "I don't want to dance any more," she thinks. I am good for nothing. Helen, the horse trainer, notices Danzer's sadness. Worried, she says to herself, Danzer is so talented. She must not stop dancing. Something is terribly wrong. Perhaps something is wrong with her heart. So she calls the vet for help. The vet says not to worry. Danzer is healthy and there's nothing broken or bleeding. But Danzer does not get better. One day, Helen makes a plan. This cannot go on any longer. Today, I need to get Danzer to go outside. She tries to lure Danzer to get her out with Danzer's favorite fruit, a juicy red apple. But this does not work. This is a big problem. I don't know how to help Danzer, she thinks. She sees the young horses wildly kicking up dust in front of Danzer's stable. She scolds them, but they just ignore her and kick at her. How can I help Danzer if they carry on like this? She frowns as she sits on a bale of hay in front of Danzer's stall, trying to work out a solution for Danzer's problem. The other horses are neighing and snorting around her. They are so noisy. I can't think. I'm going to get my earphones for some music, she thinks. Ah, much better. She sighs with relief. Now I can think again. The earphones block out all the noise from the braying and wrestling of the young horses. Just then, Helen gets a bright idea. I can give Danzer a cell phone with music and earphones to cover her ears. She will be able to block out all the nasty words that they shout at her, and she will be able to choose what she wants to hear. She can ignore the words that pierce her heart like sharp arrows. Helen jumps up. Thinking aloud, she says, I will make a little coat for Danzer with a pocket for the cell phone. Straight away, she starts cutting and sewing. Done! She smiles as she holds up the coat. She can't wait to put it on Danzer. She whistles for Danzer. Danzer hears the whistle, but turns her back on Helen. Gently, Helen explains to Danzer why she made the coat, and she shows Danzer how to use the earphones. She puts the coat on Danzer and fits the earphones over her ears. She chooses some music and then leaves Danzer to listen to the music on her own. Later on, she peeps around the corner of Danzer's stall. She smiles as she sees Danzer keeping time with the rhythm of the music by tapping one hoof up and down. The next morning, Helen wakes up from the sound of Danzer's horse's hoofs. What on earth? She thinks happily. Oh my word, it is Danzer. I can't believe it, she shouts out. She's so happy to see that Danzer is practicing again. Helen is very excited, but also a bit scared. What if the other horses start their nonsense again? She wonders that afternoon. Then Helen sees the exact thing she is afraid of. Surprised, she looked on as Danzer drops her head. Then Danzer lifts her head again. She looks right into the young horse's eyes while she shakes her earphones into place. She listens to the rhythm of the music in her ears and does not even see the young horses any longer. She turns her body sideways and elegantly lifts her front hoof. Then she starts her dance steps to the beat of the music. The end. Now something to ponder. Did you ever feel like Danzer? And what can you do not to allow what others do or say about you to hurt you? When our hearts hurt, it is difficult not to feel sad. When Danzer listened to the music, it helped her not to think about what the others did or said to her and about her. We can also listen to music about Jesus, rather than listen to the hurting words from others. Proverbs 4:23 says, "Guard your heart carefully, for out of it springs all of life." Lord, thank you that you are always there to help me not to listen to what people say to or about me. Help me to remember what you say about me. Amen.
This story was translated and read by Marianah Lourens. The Afrikaans version, Stories van Hoop, can be ordered via email from storiesvanhoop1@gmail.com or call 071 364 3218.